his weekend turned out to be full of news episodes featuring new upcoming tanks in this game and new gun systems as well. Hashtag double barrel ST1 aka ST2. And you know what, guys, today is no different because I decided to finish off this weekend full of news with yet another news episode introducing one of the upcoming new heavy tanks, A43 BP Prototype. And you know, I am not talking about yet another version of the Tier 6 Soviet-Russian medium tank A43, even though this name can be super confusing and is going to be super confusing, but I am talking about Tier 6 British heavy tank A43 Black Prince Prototype. Onto the super test, the A43 BP Prototype, a Tier 6 British heavy tank. The closed super test is about to be graced by a visit of a heavy British gentleman, the A43 BP Prototype. It's more widely known to players as the Black Prince, the big brother of Churchill. The tank, by the way, not the Prime Minister. Nice joke by Wargaming. So this is what Wargaming is saying about this tank. The prototype of the Black Prince is short of a line extension to the Churchill. It has more armor, 150mm at the front of both on its turret and on the hull as well, and a gun of a larger caliber. The British 17-pounder is capable of firing rapidly, 11 shots per minute, by the way. This is actually quite a rapid firing gun indeed. And has an excellent penetration, 171mm on a Tier 6 heavy tank, ladies and gentlemen, with a basic round. To crack the armor of an especially tough opponents, you may employ an APCR able to pierce 239mm of steel. So how is it looking like at the moment? What kind of vibes am I getting? It has a Black Prince prototype in the name, and it pretty much feels to be one downgraded, down-tiered Black Prince. Black Prince in Tier 6 can actually work, because one of the biggest problems with the current Black Prince which we have in the game, a Tier 7 British heavy tank, is actually where it is positioned. It is in Tier 7 facing Tier 8s and Tier 9s constantly, all the time, Tier 8s more often than not. And the Black Prince, Tier 7 Black Prince, is not made to face higher tier tanks. So if you move Black Prince down by one tier, it can actually work, and it might actually be one really good Tier 6 heavy tank. But let's continue rating, and of course I have some specs for you as well later on. Everything goes with a price, so it has really good standard penetration value, it has a really good premium penetration value for a Tier 6 heavy tank, and 150mm hull armor is also really good. It is a lot better than on many other Tier 7 heavy tanks in this game. So everything goes with a price, all those good things, and in the case of the Black Prince, it's dynamics. His Brit is slow and cumbersome, with a top speed of just 20 km per hour. It is as fast or as slow as the freaking T95 itself. 20 is quite painfully slow top speed. The hull traverse of 20 degrees per second lets any fast tank ring circles around it. You will have to get used to this royal tardiness. 20 km per hour top speed is quite painful. I wonder what the terrain resistance numbers are going to be, because I'm not sure if it is even capable of reaching that 20 kph top speed. And hull traverse speed 20 degrees per second is also painfully slow. Oh boy, the A43 Black Prince prototype was made to slowly but stylishly, jokes everywhere by Wargaming, push through enemy defensive lines. Its armor allows it to mitigate punches laid by vehicles of the same tier, and yeah, I can see it happening actually, how it can bounce Tier 6s quite easily, especially if used correctly, if you use your armor capabilities correctly to the max, and its armament is enough to damage any foe it can face, indeed, especially with premium rounds. The only thing keeping the Black Prince from totally dominating every battlefield is its sluggishness. And yes, it is sluggish as hell. Now here are a couple pictures as well of the A43 Black Prince slash Churchill. Well, all the Churchills and Black Prince look almost the same to me, as it is a bit newer model, new HD. By the way, it is in the HD quality already, so it is a bit further in the development than our previous episode about the T-54E2. Tier 8 American heavy tank. This one seems to be almost ready to go, and as this a later model, it has some more bits and bobs on it, some extra details like the gunmantle cloth on the gunmantle itself. As you can expect, all those new models in the game, they come with some extra details, and it has a weird number 40 at the very rear of the tank on the booper. Usually what that means is it says this tank cannot go over 40 kilometers per hour, and you have to watch out for that. So yet another nice inside joke, I believe, if it means what I think it actually means. But next up, let's have a look at some specs, some early characteristics. As always, keep in mind, T characteristics are subject to change. Everything is subject to change. But looking at this vehicle, I cannot think about too many features, too many characteristics which they are going to tune even more, but only time will tell. So this is a tier 6 heavy tank with 900 hit points, hull armor 152 in the front, on both on the hull and on the turret. Side armor is 95 all around as well. Hull armor, rear hull armor is 50, and the rear turret armor is 101. A really good rear turret armor as well, I have to say. So watch out for that. If you have a shot from the rear, always aim at the booper. Engine power 600 horsepower engine, okay. Hull traverse speed is 20 degrees per second, which I already said is god awfully bad. Turret traverse speed is not much better, 28 degrees per second. So circling this tank is going to be like taking candy from a kid. It doesn't make you feel good, but it works easily. 360 meter view range. So this tank actually has exactly the same view range as on Emil 1951, which I covered yesterday in my previous episode, and this is why I said 360 at tier 8 is actually really bad, because a tier 6 heavy tank gets exactly the same freaking view range. So 360 in tier 6 is actually not half bad. Top speed 20 km per hour, reverse speed 12 km per hour, power to weight ratio is 12, so over 10, which is a plus already, so it can actually achieve at his 20 km per hour top speed on flat ground. Penetration 171 with standard rounds, 239 with premium rounds. Into files they said 239 as well. My bad Wargaming, sorry, I apologize. 38 with HE, 150 alpha damage as usually, 17 pounder gun, and 190 with HE. Accuracy 0.37, aiming time 2.5 seconds, reload time, stock reload time is 5.3 seconds, but you can get it down to 4.9 seconds quite easily. Gun elevation angles -8 degrees of gun depression and 20 degrees of gun elevation. So looking at all of this over here, it actually might work out. I didn't enjoy tier 7 Black Prince too much, but if you lower it by 1 tier, then it actually might work out, even with such a god-awful top speed. We have to wait and see. And when I said it seems to be, it feels like it is a down-tiered Black Prince made as a tier 6. heavy tank. Let's compare it to the tier 7 Black Prince, and you see what I mean by that right away. Firepower, damage 150, exactly the same. Penetration numbers are exactly the same as well. Reload speed is a bit better in tier 7, of course, for obvious reasons. 12 rounds per minute rate of fire. Then what else? Aiming time 2.3 seconds, better on Black Prince, yes, of course, as it should be. Accuracy is also better on Black Prince. Ammo capacity is massive, 84 shells, but your alpha damage is not the greatest either, so you need really good ammunition capacity. Let's move it over. Mobility 20 kph, 12 reverse speed, same. Engine power is same. Power to weight ratio is exactly the same. Turret stuff, gun elevation, gun depression -8 degrees, 20 degrees. What is the hull reverse speed? 20, same as on Black Prince. Oh yes, of course. Because they are using the same hull and engine as well. So the range resistance numbers definitely are not the best, but top speed, well, with that top speed it really doesn't matter anymore. Armoring, let's quickly move it over. Turret is a bit weaker, 240 compared to the 152, but it is a tier 6 once again. It can see tier 4s, it can see tier 5s way more often. HP, yes, 550 extra hit points, 10 meters extra view range, but I believe my point when I say that this feels to be a town-tiered Black Prince is still quite valid. Well, A43 BP Prototype. This is one of our upcoming tier 6 tanks in this game, most likely as it comes as a premium tank. I am not 100% sure, but I believe it is going to be a tier 6 premium British heavy tank, which can make you some extra credits. Maybe some kind of a reward vehicle, maybe introduced as a standard tier 6 premium heavy tank. And this episode marks the end of the weekend full of news episodes. I hope you enjoyed this one as well. If you did, thumbs up button is for that. If you didn't, thumbs down button. Make the red subscribe button grey. It looks better that way. If you haven't done that already, but if it is grey, then please leave it and click the notification bell, because it actually helps me out. I get you next time with something else. Stay awesome, take care, and bye.